one. So we just came back from doing a little bit of shopping. We went to Walmart and to Superstore. And so I just thought I would show you the few things that we picked up today. Okay, so we just picked up kind of a mix match of everything here today. So Jacob wanted to go to Walmart and look at the toys, and we needed a few things. So we picked up some Halloween stuff, some groceries, and just a little bit of everything. So we picked up the box of bars. They were on sale at Walmart. We picked up the big box of Halloween chips. I didn't pick up anything for you, Daisy. We picked up a Halloween costume for Ben. So Ben wants to be a ninja this year, so we picked up that for him. Do you want to show your costume?
Yeah.
All right. So Jacob picked out his costume today, and he's gonna be Iron Man. Pretty cool. Yeah. Looks good. So he picked that out. So I think we're all set for Halloween. Do you want to show them what you picked out at Walmart today? So Jacob did some yard work with Nanny today, and he helped Whippersnip. Didn't you, Iron Man?
Yeah.
And so she paid him $3, and that's what you picked out. What are they?
A banana car.
Banana car.
And a Mustang.
And a Mustang. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
So he wanted to show you those. So we picked up some bubbly. So we picked up some lime bubbly and some blackberry. Some of this here sparkling water. It's just the President's Choice sparkling water. So mandarin orange, lime, and grapefruit there. Some celery. I actually picked that up at the farm yesterday. I want to make some potato soup, so I picked up the celery for that. Bananas. Apples. Audrey loves apples. They're her favorite fruit. She eats an apple pretty well every day, so I picked up a bag of those. Some trail mix. My husband likes to take those in his lunch. The Prairie Harvest, they're his favorite. A bag of carrots. I picked those up at the farm yesterday as well when we were there after school. Just one giant sweet potato. I thought that'd be good to cook up for Emily. Some cranberries. 2 bags of those. They were on sale in Superstore for $1.99. And I've been enjoying I made a cranberry cake there not too long ago, and I have another couple of recipes that call for cranberry, so I thought they would be good. Some butter. We didn't need that, but I wanted to get that just to throw in the freezer. Coffee. We're on our last can of that, and I always like to have an extra can of that on hand, so we picked up that. Some yogurt, just the Astro Original. Coffee cream. We have a couple of those downstairs, but I like to have extras of that as well. Some chocolate chips. I thought I might make some chocolate chip cookies for an after-school snack someday this week. Some of these Honey Graham Bliss cereal. The kids and my husband will like those. Some D batteries for Emily's little fish tank that sits on her crib. My husband found this and asked me if I wanted to pick that up. I thought it was cute. Have a lazy day with a little sloth. So I thought that was a cute little spatula. A cucumber. Some of these, 4 of these, just the pasta sauce, tomato, basil. 2 of those. 3 of the tomato basil. And a garlic and herb. Just a can of peas, 2 of those. Can of diced Italian style tomatoes. 2 cans of those. Some tea. If I find the English side, some peppermint tea. I had a peppermint tea today and it was really good, so I thought I'd pick up a box of that. My husband wanted just some regular black tea, so we picked up that. Some of this naan bread, or naan bread, however you say it. They were 2 for $5 in Superstore, so I picked up the garlic and just the traditional. That's so good with hummus or to make pizzas on. I picked up these. I won't say them out loud because Jacob wants it to be a surprise for our special Friday recess treat. So I'm going to cover those back up so if he comes in, he doesn't see them. Some of these here, these Fruit to Go fruit bars. What kind are they? Wild berry, strawberry, banana, and strawberry. So I just picked up a handful of those. Some peanut butter. I've been buying the all natural peanut butter, but I find that kind is good if you're going to make peanut butter cookies. Some infant formula for Emily. She won't be on that too much longer. Some cereal, Audrey's favorite cereal. She loves that kind. Some Ritz. I haven't bought those in a long time. The kids will enjoy those. Some oatmeal. We like to eat a lot of hot breakfast cereals, especially this time of year. They barely had any chips in Walmart today. So I picked up these Old Dutch all dressed. They were 2 for $5, so I picked up 2 of those. Bread was in Superstore, 2 for $5, so I picked up 2 of those. Some of this purple popcorn from Superstore. It's really good. And some Smart Food. Like I said, this is an odd assortment of things. I actually ordered some pants for Jacob online and picked them up in the store. So I picked those up today. So a blue pair and a black pair. Poor child, he had no pants and I couldn't find any pants this year in size 10. So I finally found those ones. I didn't get any meat on this grocery order except for this chicken. And I picked up 4 of these pizzas. I'm kind of waiting for chicken to go on sale to get some, and we have lots of ground beef and that in the freezer. So I think that's everything. Do you have anything to say, Iron Man?
No.
Okay, so that is everything that we got today, and I forget how much that totaled. I think it was over 200 anyway.
I'm looking at Ben's costume.
Yeah, you look like you're all ready for Halloween.
I am.
So it's 1:15 in the afternoon. Emily's still having a sleep, so I just decided that I am going to make a few chocolate chip cookies for the kids to have for a little snack after school. So I just thought I'd share this recipe with you. It's just a basic chocolate chip cookie recipe, but it is really good. It makes some nice soft chocolate chip cookies, and it actually makes quite a few. So if you're looking for a recipe that makes a lot without having to double it, you should check this one out. Okay, so in my bowl there I have 1 cup of butter that was sitting at room temperature and 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And a little tip, if you don't have any brown sugar, you can take white sugar and add molasses to it. I had to stop and think for a second, and just mix it up and you'll have brown sugar. So we're going to mix this up in the mixer until it's light and fluffy, and the recipe says for about 5 minutes. Okay, so that's been mixing for a few minutes. I'm just going to stop it to scrape my bowl. Next we're going to add 2 eggs, and you're going to add them one at a time. Next we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, and we're going to mix that in. And I just realized that I'm missing an ingredient. I forgot to add 1/3 cup of sugar. We were supposed to add that with our brown sugar. So I'm just going to add that in there now and give that a mix. Okay, now that looks more like the consistency that it's supposed to look like. I was wondering why it didn't look quite right before. So now that that's all mixed up, we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I just have mine mixed in this little bowl. So I'm just going to put that in there and give that another mix. Okay, and now we're going to add 3 cups of flour. So I'm just going to add a little bit in and then give it a mix, and then I'll add some more so it doesn't splatter everywhere. I do have one of those shields that go on your mixer to keep the flour from coming out of the bowl, but I never use it. Okay, and I'm just going to dump in the rest of my flour and then get that all mixed together. Okay, so there's my dough. I've taken it off the mixer, and I'm just getting ready to add in 2 cups of chocolate chips. So I'm not measuring those. I just threw in the rest of this bag, and then I have a few of these mini ones in this bag. So I'm just going to throw them both in there and just give it a mix. Okay, so everything's all mixed up, and I'm just going to use my cookie scoop and put them on my cookie sheet. And this cookie scoop is one of my favorite little tools because it makes putting your cookies out on your cookie sheet so easy, and they're all the same, so they bake all the same rather than having to roll them into little balls. So I'm going to get these on my cookie sheet, And we're going to bake these at 365 degrees for 10 to 13 minutes. I always start with 10. Another thing that I've done with these is I get them all out on my cookie sheet like this, and I would just throw this in the freezer and let them kind of firm up a little bit, and then put them in a little Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. And then anytime you feel like having cookies, you just take out however many you want and put them on your cookie sheet and pop them in the oven. And they taste just as good as if you had made them fresh that day. Okay, they're all ready to go, and I'm just going to pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. So if you make these cookies, don't be like me and forget to set the timer. I forgot to set the timer on mine, so I had to keep checking them, but I'm pretty sure they're done now. So I'm only going to make that batch for now. I have to go up and get the kids at the bus. But this here cookie dough will probably make 2 more cookie sheets full of cookies. So the kids just got home from school, and I have a new baker taking over for me for the cookies. They were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
We each had a couple, and they are good. They're nice and chewy and the perfect chocolate chip cookie. So Jacob's going to finish baking those. Yeah, you can have another when you finish your soup.